Hi there, in this video you're going to learn how to use om te in the Dutch language. So let's directly dive in and see an example. Ik ga naar het restaurant om te eten. I go to the restaurant to eat. So, how do you translate this om te? Well, in English it's to, but you can also translate it here as in order to. This is the answer on the question why. Why do you go to the restaurant? Well, I go to eat. I go in order to eat. We're going to see in a bit another situation where you can't really use in order to, but this works when you have this little subclause. So, is it just like that? Om te and then eat? Well, yes and no. Let's complicate things a little. For example, ik ga naar het restaurant om een Indisch gerecht te eten. I go to the restaurant to eat an Indian dish. And in English, an Indian dish will be at the far end of the sentence. But Dutch will put this rest, so whatever's not an infinitive, it's going to put it before the te, as you can see, om een Indisch gerecht te eten. And that is the main difficulty of om te, if you already know English, because, well, this rest, it doesn't fit there. Why do you put it in between? Well, because it's like that in Dutch. All right? Or another example, ze reizen om haar te zien. They travel to see her, or in order to see her. But again, this her, just behind the om. And what do you do when there are two infinitives? For example, here. Ze reizen om haar te kunnen zien. They travel in order to be able to see her. Well, then you just add the infinitive behind the te. The infinitives are at the end. Same so with separable verbs and with reflexive verbs. So let's see an example for this reflexive verb. Hij gaat naar de badkamer om zich daar te wassen. He goes to the bathroom in order to wash himself there. In order to wash himself there. Zelf is not part of the infinitive. The infinitive is wassen. So zich, the reflexive part, so I wash myself, he washes himself. We're going to put it before the te, and it's the same so for separable verbs. So whatever is not an infinitive, you don't put it at the end. Good? This little part at the end, it will always be an infinitive, so no past tenses, no future tenses. You can't really say he goes to the bathroom to will wash himself. That doesn't sound right. And that's the same so in Dutch. Good. Important to know, sometimes we're going to use voor te in this construction. Hij gaat naar de badkamer, of hij ging naar de badkamer voor zich daar te wassen. So sometimes you can use voor te, but it's better to use om te, because you can't always use voor te instead of om te. So passively, it's good to know that voor te, that could mean om te. All right? Good. Om, by the way, is also used with time. So if you're saying, I'm going there at 1 o'clock, so for the hours, you're going to use om. Ik ga daar om 1 uur. But then no om te or nothing else. All right? So it's just om. Good. We've seen that om te is to answer the question why. So you have your one sentence, he goes to the restaurant. Why? In order to eat. But you can use om te as well with adjectives, adverbs, and participiums. Or not sure how it's called in English, but you'll see it. We'll see it just in a bit. For example, het is beter om dat niet te doen. It's better not to do that. And in this case, well, beter is, well, it's a comparative from goed. It's better not to do that. Here, you can't really translate it with in order to. It's better in order not to do that. That sounds really, really weird. So you can use om te as well with adjectives and the past participle. That's it. That's the participle, the participium in Dutch. For example, het is gemaakt om dat te doen. It is made to do that. And there again, om te, om, rest, te, infinitive. Good. So remember, om te, you can use it both as after a sentence, like a subclause, like a second little sentence, and with adverbs, adjectives, and so on. Pay close attention to the structure om, rest, te, infinitive, and all the rest, even if it's a reflexive verb, before the te. All right, don't forget to subscribe and see you in another video.